Hello everyone, it's lovely to be here with you. A warm welcome. Thank you also to those who are joining us in consciousness and to those of you who are listening to the recording. It's a blessing to be back here with you again after my holiday. So today I'd like to share another extract from The Young Man and the Old Man, written by Vic Smith, on the subject of omnipresence. And I recorded the audiobook for Vic, and the link for the ebook and the audio are in the description. But before I begin, let's start with a short meditation. I invite you to close your eyes with me now and just rest in being for a few moments. At the end of the meditation, I'll say thank you, and then we'll start with the reading. Okay, let's be still. Thank you. Good morning, Glorian. It's lovely to be back here with you again. Okay, I'm going to read an extract now from The Young Man and the Old Man, written by Vic Smith. And I'm reading from page 70 to 71. Good morning, Assad. Lovely to be here with you. So let me read it to you. And the young man's speaking to the old man, and he says, "How do I go to one within me, old man?" "There are many different ways, young man. Here is one way that worked for me. Sit down, be relaxed, close your eyes, think of one. Only one, not the things of one. Ask for nothing but one to become your friend. Then be silent, still your mind. Make your mind like the alligator, young man. Lock out the outside world, then lock out the inside world, your reasoning mind. And one will make oneself known to you. Maybe not the first time, maybe not the second, but one will eventually make oneself known to you. Do this many times a day as you can, until, as you climb higher and higher up the building, you will keep your mind on one at all times. Then you will notice one will eventually make oneself known to you. Then you will notice one guiding you throughout the whole day. You will notice one providing for every need you have, even before you have need of it. Everywhere you look, you will find one revealing oneself. One will reveal oneself through another person, through a song, a book. The very clouds in the sky will be one revealing oneself. Every corner you turn, you will see one revealing oneself. As your mind is stayed on one, you will notice all one's goodness, beauty, and joy set before you. Then you will smile all the time as I smile, young man. You will want to shout out your joy from the rooftops. And as you let one guide you through life with no thought, no fear, and no worry, one day, one will guide you right to the very gates of the good land. Hello to those who have just joined. Hello Saz, hello Ravi. It's lovely to be here with you. So I've just read an extract from The Young Man and the Old Man, a spiritual book written by Vic Smith. And the wisdom that the old man is imparting here is to encourage the young man to see the omnipresence of God with what he calls new eyes. In The Thunder of Silence, Joel Goldsmith gives us a powerful illustration of this, which I'm sure many of you will be familiar with. He's describing a rose and how we place attributes on it, in effect only seeing our beliefs about an appearance. And I'll read you what he says. Gloria's saying beautiful. Thank you, Gloria. So this is The Thunder of Silence. It's an old copy. And I'm reading from the chapter, A Rose is a Rose is a Rose. And Joel says, everything in this world has a spiritual significance. But you will never discover what that significance is by consulting dictionaries or encyclopedias. You will only come into an awareness of the function and spiritual significance of anything as you turn within to that vacuum which you have created by your realization. This is not what it appears to be, and of my own self I cannot interpret this appearance. God alone can interpret it correctly. So now, God, what is it? Then will come the revelation and the unfoldment of its true identity and spiritual significance. Hello Hakim, thank you for joining us. Thank you very much for your comments. So earlier in our story of the young man and the old man heals a crippled child. And when the young man asks the old man how he did it, the old man tells him he must learn to use a faculty that is beyond the human eyes. In A Parenthesis in Eternity, Joel puts it this way, and I'm going to read it to you now, and this is from chapter 13. So Joel says, illumination is the attainment of that fourth dimensional consciousness in which we no longer see materially, hear materially, or believe materially, but in which we see through the appearance, just as we would see through the appearance of a mirage on a desert. The human being living in the third dimension sees an ailing body or a disturbed mind and longs to do something about it, whereas the fourth dimensional consciousness sees through it. This does not mean that this higher consciousness has no awareness of the existence of such things, but to the fourth dimensional consciousness, they do not have existence as reality. That is the difference. Even Jesus Christ saw the crippled man, but while his physical eye took cognizance of this condition, his inner eye saw through the appearance to the man's Christhood. So, you see, omnipresence is always here. We've just been misinterpreting it, misinterpreting the appearance by comprehending what the senses show us through human conditioning. In Volume 2 of The Heart of Mysticism, which we're going through in this Livestream series, Joel tells us, and let me show you. This is a latest edition of The Heart of Mysticism. It's a collection of the letters that Joel Goldsmith has sent out to his students. and I'm reading from page 94 in my version. So Joel says, "There is an invisible law of life acting upon everything in the universe. And it is this life force, which we call spirit or God, that is the real substance, law, and activity of one's being." So, although we can't see with human eyes this intelligence that's functioning, we can discern it. And one of the ways we can know this is by observing it in action. Again, in Parenthesis in Eternity, Joel shares this example, and I'll read it out to you. So I love this example. Joel says, "A few years ago, a very severe winter was forecast for the eastern and middle western parts of the United States. A prediction based on the fact that the animals were growing much thicker fur than usual, and that they were also storing up more than the customary amount of food for their use during the coming winter. But can an animal decide how much fur it is going to grow? Does an animal know that it is growing fur any more than we know we are growing hair? Then what is the underlying cause of the growth of fur on an animal? And why does the fur grow thicker in some years and thinner in others? What causes an animal to store up more food one year than another?" Fascinating. So this, you see, is God's omniscience and omnipresence. Does anyone have anything they'd like to share at this point, or would simply like to say hello? It's lovely to be back here with you again. And I realise that this is a huge subject for contemplation, and we've only really touched on it today. But if there are no other comments, then shall we close with another short meditation? Every day at 5:30 p.m. UK time, we join together as a group from all around the world in consciousness for a short period of meditation. And if you'd like to join us, the WhatsApp link for the group is in the description. I also host online book study groups. Oh, we have a few comments. Holy, holy, holy blessings to all of you, sending unconditional love, sending divine love, sending agape love to all of you. Thank you. Oh, bless you, Serge. And thank you, Gloria. So I was just saying that we also have online book study groups, online and in person, where we come together for the purpose of uplifting world consciousness. And I've included the link for those in the description as well. Anyone's welcome to join us. There's no charge, and you don't have to have the books, and you don't need to know anything about Joel Goldsmith's teaching. All are welcome. So I invite you now to close your eyes with me just for a few moments and be still, resting in the awareness of the omnipresent light radiating through you. At the end of the meditation, I'll say thank you, and then we'll leave in silence. Thank you so much for being here with me today. So let's be still. Thank you. Thank you.